not the only potential outcome. This is Texas we are talking about. They could go plenty of places in search of a head coach, and there are plenty of coaches who would be interested in walking through that door. So, Mr. Goodman, what do you think is most likely here? What's going to happen a season from now?
Let's play a little game here, because I gave all of us some homework. Yeah. And the homework was for each of us to come up with one. We're not going to go through 10 names apiece. We're not doing that. We're going to come up with one of who we think Texas will end up with. But first, let's start and go around the room of who we would. If we were Chris Del Conte, the athletic director of Texas, and hopefully Chris has the juice to be able to make this hire. He made the last one, and obviously it didn't work from a stand off the court. Who would we hire? I'll start on this one, because I think I have the perfect guy. If they can do it. Now, he's got some, couple skeletons in that closet, but he would be the ideal guy. Texas needs a promoter and a coach, right? We know that, right? They need a promoter. That you can't, to me, I'll shoot down like Kelvin Sampson before either one of you put him out there, because he's not going to go out and rah-rah up. And I think you need that at Texas for hoops. So I'm going Bruce Pearl. Because just imagine what the hell he could do with Texas, because he took Auburn from the drag, right? Like they were the bottom. They were the bottom feeder of all Power Fives. And look at what he's done with them. Now, they're not great this year, but they're still pretty good. What he's done is amazing. Just think of what he could do in Austin, Texas.
I'm not mad at that at all. One name that I would look at, and it's because he's had so much success early. He knows the state of Texas. And after going through a little bit of a debacle, not just with their basketball program, they had some issues with their baseball program. Sarkisian's cussing out some guy that's just trying to run the built boards at their bowl game. They need to clean it up a little bit. I would look at Jerome Tang. He knows Texas.
Yeah,
he's recruited there for a long time. He's had early success. It wouldn't be some situation where he's going from one Big 12 to the other, because Texas is going to the SEC. So I think that would play in well. And Tang's a model citizen. So I think that there would be a lot to be said there if they were to at least venture somebody that has been in Texas for a long time and just, slid a state, or my geography's bad, a state or two over.
Yeah, a couple states, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Midwest.
Fran's going crazy again. McCaffrey starting to get into it. I don't know what happened, but he kind of crossed.
We had a little shove in the back. I was watching.
Connor's getting after him too now.
Yeah, we had a shove in the back here. I was up 2 with 53 seconds left. A foul was called on the floor, sending Trace Jackson Davis to the line for a 1-and-1. Appeared to be a little bit of a phantom call in the post, and the McCaffrey family does not like it. I was going to go Tang for the record, Theo. You stole mine. I think that's both a safe and exciting answer if they were to go that route. I also think Tang probably pretty quickly says yes to that offer whenever that offer comes in.
I would think so, but the only thing is the loyalty, right? A little bit of loyalty with only being at Kansas State for a year would be difficult in a sense to leave after a year. But you know what? The money.
It's Texas. How many times, there's a finite amount of jobs that qualify as a Texas level job. Yeah. And Tang, if they continue to have success at the Little Apple, like he's going to get some opportunities, but they don't come open every day.
No.
So I think it's one of those things. This is one of those special scenarios where you could look at a job and be like, sure.
No, I think those are your top two. I really do. Other people, again, I said I wasn't going to do this, but other people are going to throw out like Calipari, ridiculous, Musselman, Nate Oates, some of those guys, and they are high energy guys. But I just think Pearl is such a salesman, and that's what you need at Texas. Tang is too, in a very different way.
Yeah,
they're both high energy salesmen. Pearl is obviously a proven head coach. Like Tang's done it for 15 games now. Bruce Pearl has done it. We know Bruce Pearl is an elite motivator, a really, really good ball coach. So that to me, just imagine what he could do at Texas with all that NIL too.
Yeah. And there's going to be right. And there's going to be a couple of names pop up, and there's already been some fairly new names. There's a young man up at Mizzou that's doing really well.
Yeah.
who would warrant some consideration as well. I mean, it's a hell of a job. I think, there's a common.
Is it though? Is it a hell
Oh,
of a
that's what I
job?
was going to say. Well, there's a misconception because there hasn't been a whole lot of recent success, and they don't necessarily love Austin, but there's infinite resources. Kids from Texas want to go to Texas. People in Lubbock are going to hate to hear that, but it's true. Like, people in Texas want to go to Texas, and you're going to have immediate access to one of the best talent bases in the country right off the bat. So, I mean, something to be said there.
Yeah.
I think it's a good job. I don't think it's as good a job as people think. Only because, again, they got the new arena. We saw it. It's gorgeous. I mean,
Gorgeous,
it's beautiful, and it's a good size because they block off that top, as you would call it, tire. That top tire. But I don't think it's like. I don't think it can ever be a top 10 job.
You don't think so?
I don't. I think it's like a top 20-ish job ultimately, because I still don't think, and I've been there when they've been really good, and for a while, like KD, and when they had DJ Augustine and Avery Bradley and Damian James, they had it rolling, but I just don't know if it's ever going to be a top 10 basketball job.
Yeah, I would love for you to. You were doing a show the other day talking about a list. I would love for you to do a list.
I'm going to do it in the off season.
Yeah, that would be a great. That would be a great list to debate.
Sounds like plenty of fan bases Jeff Goodman can piss off.